Hello and welcome back to another Shadowlands pre-patch gold making video. So if you're like me, you're looking for things to farm right now to increase your stockpile of items to sell in the Shadowlands without having to do old expansion content in Shadowlands. For me this includes battle pets, transmog and literally anything I can sell from old expansions. I'm trying to farm this out now so I can keep up a lot of different items up on the auction house at all times without having to go back and restock for a couple of months, because I want to focus on Shadowlands content or Shadowlands gold farms once they actually become available. The thing is, many old expansion materials still sell pretty well, and now that multi-boxers won't be able to do them as efficiently anymore, after Blizzard decided to ban multi-boxing software, the value of many of these old expansion farms have also gone up by quite a bit. So today we are checking out two of these old expansion gold farms, and first off we are looking at Primal Life. And while this is a group farm, you only really need 2 people to do this at 90% efficiency. By being 4 people will take you to 100% efficiency, but being 2 people is more than enough. This takes place in Zangarmarsh at the Lagoon Lake, and you'll be killing lagoon elementals on these 2 islands. These mobs actually hyperspawn, so if one person stays on the northern island and another one at the southern island, you can force spawn them and kill a ton of mobs that way. We did this in a 4-man group where we were 2 people on each island, we killed for 2 minutes, then we looted our island and we switched islands so we could loot the other island as well, and then we farmed for another 2 minutes and repeated that process. Once again, you want to be a druid for this type of gold farm, and you want to be either 2 or 4 druids. I really like the fact that you can trigger the hyperspawn and force spawn mechanic as only 2 people, because sometimes finding a full group to farm old materials might be a bit difficult, so this type of farm is perfect in my opinion. As for the farm itself, it's pretty straightforward and there's not much to say about it. Just kill any mob you see on both islands and you're good to go. I will leave the target macro that I use in the description down below in case you want to copy it. But it's basically /target lagoon walker and then /use sunfire. One extra note is that if you do go with the 2 minutes kill then loot method, it is very important that nobody in the group loots in those 2 minutes where you're supposed to be killing, because if people are looting while killing, the mob will despawn faster. The whole idea is to purely kill for 2 minutes straight and then loot for 30 seconds and repeat that process. I know this is pretty much common sense, but not everyone knows it, so I'm just gonna mention it. And from 30 minutes of farming, I got 60 Primal Life, which is the equivalent of 9,000 gold on my server, and I also got 400 unidentified plant parts, which sell for 1 gold each, so that's another 400 gold. And I got a random blue item worth 2.8k gold, plus I got 400 gold raw from vendoring. So from 30 minutes I got 12.6k gold, giving us 25k gold per hour. Keep in mind Primal Life was selling for 150 gold each on my server, so if they sell for more than that on your server, then this will be an even better gold farm for you than it was for me. So go to the auction house and see how much they are selling for, then consider going here and testing it out for yourself. You could also potentially end up getting some very decent transmog items from this farm, since you get tons of green items while farming here, and I even got a blue item from my 30 minutes of testing here, so you could potentially pull some blue items of great value as well. Because of this exact farm, I doubt the value of Primal Life will stay this high, and if it's over 150 gold per unit on your server, then you should or could expect it to go down in value. But I think it will settle between 100 and 150 gold on most servers, since it is an item that is in constant demand, and with Shadowlands right around the corner, we will get a lot of other high value gold farms anyway, and this one has to stay somewhat competitive. That being said, the price is pretty much always controlled by supply versus demand and stupid undercutting, so if too many people start farming here it could become an issue, but since it is an old expansion material, I don't think that should be a problem. The second location we'll look at today is in Mount Hyjal, and this is a group and solo farm. What I mean by that is that you can easily do this solo and get a decent amount of gold per hour, but because it involves killing mobs, the more mobs you kill per hour, the more gold you'll get per hour, and the more people you have in your group, the more kills you'll get. I think that's basic math and pretty straightforward. The mobs are fairly condensed however, so you will be able to kill a decent amount of them by yourself, just by playing a druid and running around with a target macro. Just like the previous farm, you can find my target macro for this one in the description down below as well. The farm itself is pretty simple and straightforward, as you simply run between earth elementals and you kill them, and they will hyperspawn very easily because they are tied to a quest, and they are also attacking the NPCs. One advice I have is to just stay close to the NPCs, as the mobs will hyperspawn there, so you don't have to run full laps around the entire area, just run from left to right along the NPCs if you're solo. Another good thing about this farm, just like the Zangarmarsh farm, is that you can do this at very high efficiency as 2 people, but you can also solo this one at a fairly high efficiency as well. I would say solo you get 75% efficiency, duo you get 90% efficiency, and as a full group you get 100% efficiency. After farming here for an hour solo, I got 800 volatile earth, and as a full group you could easily get 1000 plus volatile earth per hour. If you are 2 people, all you need to do is stand on opposite sides of the NPCs and spawn kill those mobs, as that is more than enough to trigger the hyperspawn, and I pretty much triggered it by myself as well, but sometimes there are several mobs alive, which is where having more than one global will increase the gold per hour. Another cool thing about at least this location is that since you can do this as 2 people or even 4 people, you could actually sell AFK leveling boost services over here as well. Or if you have a friend that wants to level up a character and wants to loot for you, that will also increase the gold per hour. Put it this way, if you're 2 people farming and you bring 2 levelers as well, they can loot for you, and in return of them getting free experience from you doing all the work, they give you all the volatiles they loot. That way you actually double the gold per hour you were already getting from the farm itself. That is just an idea I got since I'm planning on testing this out myself, since I still have subscriptions on both my accounts, since I very recently decided to upgrade to 2 accounts, so I might bring my second account here and just AFK in a corner to see how much experience I can get from this and if it's a viable AFK leveling method. On top of that, I might also alt-tab every 2 minutes and loot on that character as well, because why not? So if you're looking for some materials to expand your stockpile for Shadowlands, both these locations could be exactly what you're looking for, and you actually can do the Volatile Earth farm solo and the Primal Life farm duo, so you don't need a full group for either of these farms. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, keep in mind that I am giving away an entire gold cap if we hit 20k subs by the end of 2020, so if you haven't subscribed yet, now is pretty much the perfect time to do so. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving it a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments down below how much Primal Life and Volatile Earth is selling for on your server. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you again very soon.